Hi, I'm Shannon from Nappy Mojo, and this is our next video, which we've finally got onto, which is showing some fit tips for one size fits most nappies that just have one row of snaps at the top. So I'm going to do the demonstration on the Designer Bums Art Pop All-in-Two, which is this one, but the same would apply for the Baby Bear Cub. So this comes in either an all-in-one or a snap-in nappy. But it's the same otherwise, and the Baby Behinds Magical Multi-Fit, which is the one size fits most nappy, which has snaps as well. So they're slightly different. The Baby Behinds is a slightly larger fit than the other two, but the same rules will apply. So in the video, I'll also show you a technique which you can use for a baby that's got bigger legs and a bit of a skinny tummy, called skipping snaps. And I'll just show you now because it's a little harder to see on the demo. So you'd find the leg fit first of all using the techniques that I'll show you on the demo. So you find the fit that feels right for the legs, and then the next one makes sense for you to put it here, which is what you would normally do. But if you're finding that you've got a really big tummy gap, a little gap is absolutely fine. But if when your baby stands up or sits up, you've got a big gap there, you can skip the snap. So just like that. And it creates a slight fold in here, which makes it a bit tighter at the tummy. So you could do that on both sides, or you could just do it on one side, which makes it look a little bit crooked. The legs will be exactly the same fit, but it will just be a little bit narrower at the tummy there. So that's an option, which is normally like a temporary fix when your baby's kind of between snaps, that you can skip the snaps like that. And I'll also mention in the video about just ensuring that you're using the right number of inserts for your baby. You only really need to have just enough to get them through the 2 to 3 hours. You don't want it so full of inserts that it's really bulky and you're not able to get a great fit with it. All right, so let's get into showing you the fit for these one size fits most nappies that just have one row of snaps at the top. So I'm going to, for the demonstration, I'll show you the Designer Bums nappy, but the fit guide would be the same for any nappy that has just a single row of snaps at the top. So a key, I think, is making sure that you've got the correct number of inserts inside if you've got inserts which are interchangeable. So this one has the hourglass, and I have it tucked in the pocket, and then this one, this booster is snapped on top. But you can put it in however you like, but I think the most important thing is making sure that you're not just putting all boosters in because they're there. If it's a newborn baby, you're probably only going to need this one small one, and then you're going to get a much trimmer and better fit. But he's 21 months now, and he's over 10 kgs, and so he does need all the inserts. But he doesn't need it on the fully let out large setting. He's still just on a medium setting here with this row snapped up. So before you're putting it on, it's good if you can put your fingers in and make sure that that part there is going up. That makes it sit nice and flat when you put it on. So when we put it behind him, we're just putting it at the top of his bum crack, but not halfway up his back, because that's how you get a really, really nice fit with it. And then you're going to pull it, just wait for him to lie down. Yes, please. And then we pull it up and over. So you can see it sits higher at the front than it is at the back when you're first putting it on. Easiest if you can get their legs into this kind of position. And then I like to hold it flat with my hand here to stop it from snapping. So you're holding that there and then giving this a bit of a tug upwards. That helps to get a really secure fit. And then snapping those two on. And the same on the other side. If you had a baby who had big legs, you can also skip snaps. So you could put this one on, and then if you felt you had a really large gap here at the tummy, you can actually not just go onto this one, but you can skip the one that it normally would fit on and go onto the next one like that. So that means the leg is not as tight, but you've got a really tight tummy. But Neve doesn't need it on that setting. So we put it here. So we check, this is going up. It's tucked in nicely at the legs, and there's no gap here. It's sitting right in that crease. It's not kind of coming along his thigh, and it's just at the top of the bum crack, but covering the bum crack. So I'll show you what the good fit looks like. So you can see it's a really low fit, but it's a really, really nice fit. Comfy for him. Sometimes there's a little gap here, that's absolutely fine. If they stand up and there's a little gap like that, that's fine. There's no problem with that. You can see it's sitting really low. There's no bum crack out. It's a super comfy fit. Snap snappies are so easy once you get the hang of them. But if you want to try them before you buy them, have a look at our trial packs or even an add-on pack if you've currently got a newborn hire pack.